Yes. And marketing is a target for many prediction analytic applications, and discrete analytics such as data visualization is important in helping user increase the output from predictive and prescriptive analytics. In the prescriptive analytics, often referred to as advanced analytics, and it is often for the allocation of scarce resources and for the optimization. What is the organization transformation? We know that analytics are capacity requirement. For the BI-based organization, the use of BI analytics is a requirement for successfully competing in the marketplace. And some report on the big data analysis found that 85% of respondents indicated that their firm would be using advanced analytics within 3 years. And by the IBM or MIT's strong management review research study found that the top performing company in this industry are much more likely to use analytics rather than intuition across the widest range of possible decisions. And we have complex systems require analytics, for example, taking complex problem and provide individualized solution, and product and service are organized around the needs of individual customer. Or dollar value of interaction with each customer is high, and there is high level of interaction with each customer. And the volume operation require analysis. There are the high volumetric through standardized product and service, and each customer is the interaction has a low dollar value, and the customer interaction are generally conducted through technology rather than person to person. Yes. And how to explain knowledge requirement for advanced analytics? We have business domain, data, and modeling. How to choose the right data to include in the model. And it's important to have some tools as to what variable might be related. And the domain knowledge is necessary to understand how they can be used. Yes, almost the knowledge requirement for advanced analytics. Here is an example about the relation between the beer and this beer in the market basket of young male in convenience store. Yes. In the data analytics, we have many approach. However, machine learning and AI is efficient approach to solve problem of data to support for data analytics. And in data analytics, we usually use data mining. It means that it's the process of semi-automatically analyzing the last database to find the useful pattern. And there are a lot of ideas of use, for example, for sales, for marketing, for risk assessment, fraud detection, detect significant deviation from normal behavior, customer care, or medicine. And there are many of data mining techniques, for example, classification, clustering, association rule discovery, sequential pattern discovery, regression, and deviation detection. The first is classification. What is classification? It means that is the process of predicting the class of a new item, and the category the new item and identify to which class it belongs. What is clustering? Clustering, it means that we find a group of items that are similar, and we have some famous clustering algorithm in, for example, k-mean. Yes. How about association rule? It means that from the given of the set of records contains some number of items from a given collection, and we had to produce dependency rule which will predict occurrence of an item based on occurrence of other item. For example, we had the item here, we had the list here, and is the item for is the, and the rule discovered from this data set, it means that mu win medical or this here mu win here. Yeah. And how about sequential pattern discovery? It means that given a set of the subject of object with the object associated with the our timeline and event, we had to find rules that predict strong sequential dependency among different events. For example, the rule are formed by first discovered pattern, and even occurrence in the pattern are governed by time constant. For example, here is in telecommunication alarm log, and in the point of say transaction sequencing, in the computer bookstore or athletic appearance store. Yeah, we have some sequential pattern discovery. Rectifier alarm, unified alarm, and the computer bookstore. Yeah, go to video C. It means that here for the meaning. Yes. And what is regression? Regression means that we will predict a value of given continuous valued variable based on the value of other variable, assuming a linear or non-linear model of dependency. And in the regression, we have a very famous model here in the neural network. For example, here's some example predicting say amount of new product based on advertising expenditure, or predicting win velocity, or time series predicting of stock market. We just talk about some kind of data mining, technical, classification, clustering, association rule discovery, sequential pattern discovery, regression and deviation detection. And now we focus more detail about the machine learning and deep learning to apply in this field. You know that the machine learning is the main approach to solve the problem of artificial intelligence or data. Big data or data analytics, and in the deep learning is the main approach of machine learning. Machine learning was born from the 1980 and deep learning 2010. By definition from the Tom Mitchell, he defined that machine learning. What is machine learning? A computer program is set to learn from experiment E with respect to some class of task T. And performance measure P is performance at task in G as measured by P improved with the experiment E. For example, with the example flying checker, we had in this definition we see that there are three parameters here: E, G, and P. E means that experiment, G task, and P means that performance measure. And with the example flying checker, T means that the task of flying checker, and E means that the experiment of flying many game of checker, and P means that the probability is that program win the next game. And with another example, how to recognize the cat. The P here is the start of identify cat in the picture. And E means that the experiment of looking at a lot of cat picture, and P means that the probability that the program will detect a cat in the picture. And with the learning agent, we know that learning agent is a high model for user agent. Learning again means that